Hello, Fantasy Goats. How are you this evening? Happy Monday, the 10th of August, baby. That's right. It's a Fantasy Football 2026 Draft Advice. We're going to get into a little bit of advice, some strategies. The Commissioner Rhino, which is that handsome rhinoceros over there, and myself, your shepherd, have been drafting like absolute lunatics.
Yeah, just a bit, man.
We've been drafting like lunatics, but then there's different degrees of lunatic. So, but that's a good thing for these purposes. So we're gonna get into some draft strategies, what we've been seeing. We'll take a look at some ADP risers and fallers right now as we're entering the second week of August. From there, look. We'll shoot the breeze with some camp news and notes and news. One real quick that will get out of the way that I just saw before coming on. I literally just I'm glad I didn't have anything that I was drinking in my mouth because I would have spit it right out. Zamir White is trying out for the Niners, ladies and gentlemen. Zamir White is so bad that we can't even recall that he was released. And he's trying on with the Niners. That's probably just a little bit of due diligence. That's really got to be due diligence.
It's substation.
He's a substation.
It's substation insurance for him.
Anyway, God Almighty. So yeah, we'll do that in just another moment or two. Some housekeeping. We're in the thick of it, goats. We're in the thick of it, all the content. Not only is all of our previous work ready for you on the channel, take a look at all the guys that we're high on, all the guys that we're not high on, all the guys that we're fading and shading and all that jazz. The breakouts, the sleepers, the dudes that might bust. Bust is a bad word. I don't really like it, but it's just I don't think we really
won't meet their full potential.
Well, I mean that's a very nice way of putting it, yeah. But what about those? Yeah, I mean a bust. A bust is someone that we're drafting that just absolutely does not produce at their ADP. That's a bust. But yeah, all that stuff, goats, is up on the channel. Don't forget to check us out pretty much daily right here, typically 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock Eastern times, mostly live. And we're also, speaking of live, we're live on the highway to our milestone achievements. We started this damn thing in 2024, almost 3 years, right?
September. Yeah, right before the season started. So
September. We started. We started before that. We were preparing for. Yeah. Yes, no. But we went live first week, September 24. We are about to kick off our third full season. I think we're having fun. I don't know. Sometimes we're having a lot of fun. Just have some fun with us. Subscribe. What up, bitch?
What up, Jamie?
Jamie Goat. What a show, Jamie Goat.
Yeah, shit. I was looking at that today. I was like, holy shit, man.
Oh, what a show.
Yeah.
You guys were great. That's coming, again, I'm sure you thought you were great. Rhino thought he was great. Thought you were great. I thought the show was great.
Yeah. 100%, man.
Even if the numbers weren't, I forget the numbers for a second. Although they are monumental and historic in a sense of our short infancy, yes. But the show was good. It was a really good show.
When a guest leaves me speechless, that's a lot. Uh-oh. We lost you.
Unbelievable.
Where'd you go, Shepard? Where did you go? No, I did not see Fat Lenny Fournette. hamburgers at the Jags camp.
What a
But
crime.
I did not see that.
It's just an absolute crime.
The goat is talking now.
What the hell is going on here? He was fully in pads.
Wow.
Who was?
Leonard Fournette.
He was fully in pads?
Yeah, maybe this is a pre-workout for trying out for the Niners because I think everybody that can walk and breathe is trying out right now for them.
I didn't know the flag football people were in pads. Leonard Fournette.
Right.
Leonard Fournette is not returning to football, ladies
No.
and gentlemen. Oh man, this is fucking terrible.
Well, he's trying out for Ron McDonald's league. Jeez, that's rough. Well, while we're waiting, I'll give some advice right now for drafts. One thing I've learned, I've been drafting since April, and you got to evolve each draft because it changes. The more drafts you do, especially with ADP, it changes pretty drastically in time. So if there's a run at wide receiver, go running back. If there's a run at a running back, go wide receiver. You want to try to get your first 4 picks studs. If you can do two stud running backs, 2 stud wide receivers, you're good to go. And then build off of that with your quarterback, tight end. This is tight end premium. Always look at your settings. That's going to determine how you're going to draft too. We're in a draft right now, and there's 0.1 per carry. It's like, okay, that changes a little bit how I look at things when I'm drafting. So that's the advice I'd like to give out that I've learned on my own. And don't worry about reaching for your player too much. If you want that player, grab him because right now he'll be gone. I've done that a few times now. It's like, okay, well, I had a choice between Chris Olave and Ladd, and so I picked Olave, thinking Ladd might come back to me, and I didn't because Shepard took him, and he's back.
My apologies. I drafted 25 underdogs this past weekend and also started 55 slow drafts on the underdog. You drafted 25 underdog drafts just this past weekend. That was like what? Before you came on to do the IDP show and then after the IDP show. Look, let's not ask the man how, because obviously he's part machine. When I was just having my technical difficulties, I know you were going over some strategy. I heard the last thing I did hear was you gotta change up or evolve, right?
Yeah.
Did I caught that right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What about? Let me ask a good question here because I've been seeing a lot, and again, we've been doing a lot of drafts ourselves, and do you think that we are shifting in fantasy to a stronger opening of running backs? The double tap of the running back is a lot more prevalent than it was, let's say 4 years ago. Like just for argument's sake.
I double tapped more running backs in the drafts this year than I have ever before. I've always been wide receiver heavy than running back, but man,
and I still am. So like I think that goes into what you were just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes into like, you know what? If you're gonna be in a crazy amount of leagues like Jamie Goat and like the two of us and like many of us sickos, the chances are that you're most likely drafting from many different spots.
And that's it.
Like there's no freaking way that you're always going to nail down. I double tap my next door neighbor. See, I knew there was a reason why I like you. I knew there was a reason. Yeah, I had a fantastic neighbor too.
And see, and that's the thing too, because
She moved to New Orleans.
if I've double tapped the wide receivers, but then you can get freaking Brees Hall and a Derrick Henry next 2 rounds, or Brees Hall and Travis E, do something like that. But you're still getting a freaking stud ass running back. But then
that part, the stud part, is the operative word there.
yeah,
No, not yeah. You're calling him the stud. I'm calling him the stud. ADP, on the other hand, is not. The stud running back, according to the average draft position
right.
in the market, whether it be underdogs draft market, whether it be sleepers draft market, the stud is the Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, Brees
Right.
Hall, there's no reason. All the signs are pointing to him having that Studley Dudley.
I don't know how
Yes.
I don't know how ADP. I think what it is. I think people look at the offensive system and look at the Jets and think, oh, they're gonna be trash. Instead of doing the due diligence and looking into Frank Reich and his system and stuff. Like I told people, I'm not saying he's going to do it, but Frank Reich with Jonathan Taylor had 2,000 yards from scrimmage. I'm not saying Brees Hall can do it, but I think he probably pretty damn close.
I think a good percentage of it is not doing due diligence.
Hmm.
I think there's also I think there's also the element of we're creatures of recency bias. So when we see that, when we see someone like Bijan that's close to 2,000 all purpose, or Jahmyr that's close to all 2,000 purpose, and 2 new contracts, and then we got all good old Christian 2,000. Yet he looks great, feels great. Some people are gonna fade him because of last year's work. There's there's a story and a narrative,
Right.
for 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so on. Now all of a sudden we're at RB 10, 11, and it's now Brees in the third, and that could very well change. That could change even this year. I think. You know what? Fuck it. I'll even say, biased wise, I think you'll see Brees Hall go a lot earlier in home leagues. Again, call what it is. It's the most casual form you got, more or less, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if you're drafting Labor Day in the backyard, which is really, really cool, if you're drafting Labor Day, like the day after at the Hooters with the people that you grew up with, right? You're not drafting in May like us.
Jacobs or Scalaboo pairing with Puka, Nico, and Brees.
It's been Scatterbo right now.
But I'd go Jacobs.
It's been Scatterbo,
Yeah.
and that's outrageous to me as well. But look, again, here's a perfect example that we're getting. Jacobs, look at Jacobs. Jacobs is being left for dead because he is charged with murder. In the court of public opinion, it might as well be murder. And then Scatterbo. Oh, Scatterbo! Scatterbo gets in front of a mic. He gets in front of a microphone. Oh my god! Look at the technical difficulties we're having today. So Scatterbo gets in front of the microphone and he's like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done those backflips. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have. So now you're not going to anymore. If Harbaugh had to say something to you." There is really no reason why we should be fading Josh Jacobs.
No, and same thing with the draft we're doing right now. The Bucky Irving ADP was like 26 or something like that, maybe 36, but he went in the fourth or fifth round because people are buying into the talk that Gainwell and Tucker. But then if you listen to the coach speak and everything, it's Bucky. That's it. Bucky and Gainwell.
Is that it? Are you sure?
I really
Bucky and Gabe?
I haven't heard too much about
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Tucker.
You don't want to throw a third guy in there while we're. That's it. I think two's good right now. Two's enough.
But
How about you?
Gainwell's going to be the pass catching, and Buck would be the.
Okay, so fine. Let's fast forward. I want to fast forward, and we can return to a little bit of the strategy talk. Let's fast forward to right. Just broke Mike McDaniel on the 3 running backs that he has. He's like, if this was fantasy, I wouldn't be happy if it was fantasy. For you fantasy guys, you're not going to like it. They're all going to play. They're all going to do really, really well. They're all going to be producing. I just can't tell you on which day or which game it's going to be won. That's coming out of the mad genius's mouth. Okay. Look. I know that we've said it on the show that we believe it's an Marion Hampton, then Kamani, as far as I'm concerned, not Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell will get in on some situationally advantageous situations for him, for the Chargers and him. Other than that, I don't expect him to get. I don't expect him to be the second man to spell Marion Hampton. I don't.
I'd go Bucky Jamie over Jacobs.
No. We got better pedigree with Josh Jacobs. We got better pedigree. We've got a much better body of work. Jacobs has now developed an on rotation of his good seasons. If you want to go back to the Raiders with what's his face with Carr, right? 2022,
yeah.
we did led the league in rushing. 2023 comes in. No. His final year, right? His final year in Las Vegas was not as good as the one before. Then then Green Bay signs him. Yeah, he had an awesome year.
Yeah, you can't get both Bucky and a full round later. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats, we are on the clock in the 10th round of the SIGs for Soldiers Charity League number 1. This is a charity league, goats, that benefits veterans of the armed forces. I'm very, very pleased to be playing in this alongside with the Commissioner Rhino and what I can only imagine. I'm sure they're not all vets, but maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Nevertheless, I'm pleased to be donating to a wonderful cause and winning for a wonderful cause. Every time I see SIGs for Soldiers, I think it's my username. It's SIGs. It's the same thing.
I know.
Look at us. We are James Cook and Chase Brown, best friends. I don't like it. I'm telling you, I don't like it. And I have it. I'm scared of it. I'm nervous of it. I'm nervous of Cook and Chase Brown. I'm not as nervous about. This type of season that these two are going to have to at least have them pay off where they are. It's going to have to be fantastic, and I hope it happens, because if it does, we'll be having a lot of success. I have that stack. You know this, don't you? No, you don't know. Can you hear me? I do.
I believe you. Frosty.
In the Invitational in June, I did, just not at that spot. 2 spots earlier, I did it. Frosty G. All right. Well, what are we gonna do here? Let's put up the screen here. I'm gonna present. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Blue share screen. Blue command. Up sleeper. First tab. Here we go. Sleeper. 1, 2, 3. Now, now we're gonna have to go to the sleeper. Let's see what the players. Right. I want to see what the players are. Ooh. Ooh. Rhino. Talking about little double taps of uh, ooh, here's my guy. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and goats. My guy in the 10th. See, this is what we were talking about before we came on, right? This is what we're talking about. Like, I think in June, maybe even last month, certainly earlier than June, we could sit back, we could relax, we could wait for the players to come to us. Now, if I think like Bretton Strange, I'm surprised that Bretton Strange he's still sitting around his normal area. If I wait based on where I'm drafting, I don't know. The winner might snatch him. I may have to do it now. AJ Brown. Rank these three neighbors. Rice. Oh, look.
I'm going Neighbors, Brown, Rice.
Frosty. You know my answer here, Frosty. There's my answer. What a team. What a freaking team. Oh man, I got some problems right now. Can't wait to rank these guys. I mean, rank them. Neighbors should be ready by week 1. They say.
Yeah.
Neighbors is ready. Frosty. Neighbors is ready. Trust it. I don't. You can't, and I'm not obviously a football player, but I'd like to think that I understand a little bit of the body. You can't make that type of cut at that type of speed if you thought that there was a possibility of like you hurting yourself or aggravating yourself. He has to be feeling damn near 100% to be able to just make that type of cut. You could
just the confidence in his leg to handle it. That's
neighbors. Well, Odysseus. I mean, effective till late October or November, right? Odysseus. Look, if you're looking to try to push neighbors down the board a little bit, nah, it ain't gonna happen here, my friend. Neighbors is only going the other way, the highway, not the lower way. Neighbors, well, no, if Neighbors is playing week 1, he's gonna be fine. He looks fine in practice. He looks good. Let me put it this way, Rhino. Neighbors going to be as effective as Jackson Dart is as effective in getting him the ball.
Yep.
That's how it's as simple as that. The route running, oh my gosh, I got a great story. It's going to be a fill in the blanks for you guys. So yeah, this will go down for like camp notes. Maybe should I draft? Should I make my pick?
Make your pick.
Damn. I don't want to make my pick.
So hold off then.
No, I don't want to hold up everybody. I'll make the pick.
Whatever, don't go. I'm not Stephen Drakes. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. We're on our way to the highway to 1,000. On the slow draft, and I want 2 wide receivers back to back. Which 2 can pick between Neighbors, Collins, Pickens, Ibuka, McConkey, and AJ Brown? I'm picking Neighbors and McConkey. That's what I would do. But I can't go wrong with Ibuka either. But definitely, I'm taking Neighbors and McConkey. What'd you do, Shepard?
I want two wide back.
Definitely Neighbors.
Which two would you pick between Neighbors? Nico, Curious George, Emeka Ibuka. I'll be quite honest with you. Quite honest, I had Emeka Ibuka lined up right there with Makaki. I had him lined up right there, and again, you want to call it sniped? I was completely fine with McDonkey.
Yeah.
I had him lined up right there. Yep. So I have no problem with either or. I love McDonkey. I love Emeka Ibuka. Emeka Ibuka. Now that you've got maybe not as many targets now being distributed, if we're all waiting on Jalen McMillan's information, he's going to wind up being the alpha again. Emeka Ibuka with Chris Godwin, with I know Hurts is getting a lot of good steam right now. Tezinator. That's right, Tezinator. Teddy Hurst has got a lot to learn. Teddy Hurst is going to go up against professional DB soon, or is now tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, Jets practice. Oh, the Bucks smoke them in practice. Yeah, Stephen Drake's. It's going to be Neighbors. Back-to-back Neighbors. You're probably going to, if you can, I don't think you'll be able to get Neighbors and Pickens. So Neighbors and Emeka Ibuka is good.
Well, Pickens is going. He's at a higher ADP than McConkey is.
He's got the higher ADP than McConkey, which is a little questionable within itself, but not the higher ADP with he doesn't have the higher ADP over Emeka Ibuka. I mean he has the higher ADP. Yeah. He's going higher than Emeka Ibuka and Lad McConkey. AJ Brown is also a little tricky thrown into this mix.
Yeah.
Has the app been a little screwy on your phone?
Yeah. You close it out, then open back up again.
Like it would freeze on you or something?
Yeah.
It's been shitty.
All hell.
It's been shitty. Absolutely shitty.
So would you rather have Ibuka or Wilson? For me, because I'm a Garrett Wilson dude, I would go Garrett Wilson, but you can't go wrong either one of them. Depends what your wide receiver room looks like. Wilson's going to get most of the targets. Ibuka still has people that he's sharing targets with a lot more than Wilson is. And don't be afraid. Can't be afraid of Geno. More of that offense. I think they're going to surprise people this year.
What round is this?
Yeah, I'm not Nico dude. I actually traded Nico for Jaden Higgins in a first about 3 weeks ago. So Jaden Higgins is going to be 1B on that team.
So I have like.
And speaking of freaking coming off breaks, have you seen the footage of Tank Dell come off his breaks? No hesitation either.
I got like Green Bay. I'm addicted to Green Bay people. Tank Dell again. Look, he's clear. He's clear. They're clearing him. They're allowing him to practice.
Mm-hmm.
They're allowing him to go. And he's probably the third, fourth wide receiver on this team. You know, we talk about Jaden Higgins, we talk about Nico, we talk about Jalen Noel and Xavier Hutchinson, right?
Right.
Are we all forgetting that there's a certain Dalton Schultz there as well? I mean, like he likes Dalton Schultz a lot of times.
Yeah.
Tank Dell is a fantastic story, and I think what they're doing with him, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're just like gonna foster him, give him a complete elongated ramp up throughout the entire season of reps and ramp up, and then look, go be a free agent, brother. He'll be a free agent. He could be a viable wide receiver that way. Maybe he'll get paid. Or they'll re-sign him to continue for depth. But my feeling is Tank Dell will probably want to play more as long as he's good to go, right? Do you like Flowers or Olave? I like Olave better than Flowers.
I like Olave.
I like Olave.
I'm not afraid of Flowers either, but I like Olave.
I know a lot of people are high on Zay Flowers because we're waiting for that touchdown regression. The regression is the other way because he's been at 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. In 3 years, he's barely cracked 15 touchdowns. So we're waiting for that to okay, where's his 10 touchdown season?
Is Waddle a trap? You think? I don't think he's a trap. I think he's got a big year coming.
Trap in terms of drafting him where he's being drafted? I don't think that's
and just not producing.
I don't think it's a trap.
He's wide receiver 1 on that team. He'll be garnishing the heavier load of targets.
I don't think it's a trap at all. What I do think, I think that he will be the higher target earner, or he will lead the team in targets, I should say.
Tyron or Javonte?
Javonte.
Yeah.
Not by much, though.
Not by much, man. Not by much at all.
Not by much.
He'll get majority of the carries and stuff. Jadon Blue is one of the risers in ADP.
I drafted Jadon Blue in the Scott Fish Bowl, my second running back. Well, everybody, that's what I want to talk about, Odysseus and Frosty. Know the board, baby. Look at the board. Look at what's happening with the board. If you see a big run on a specific position, like running back, then we have to zag.
Yep.
13, this draft that I just, might as well just put it back up.
Scatterboo or Junkins. Either way, if you're drafting one of them, draft Tyrone Tracy and draft Dylan Sampson. You want to draft their handcuffs, especially these two, coming off the injuries they did. And you can get both. You get both freaking great values too, and they'll produce. They're gonna get you points.
First 2 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 running backs went in the first 2 rounds. 13 compared to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 backs to 8 wide receivers. So I think from what we were saying earlier, that we're starting to see more of the running backs going off the board. So like Frosty Goat and to all the goats. Just take a look at how the board shapes out. Right? Mm-hmm. Just take a look. This is how I'm going to build my team. If I got my stud, hero, RB, but see this dude right here, he's going to do the double tap. The double tap RB, the double tap. He didn't even just stop at double, he tripled. But here's the payoff, right? Or the trade-off, I should say. Here's the trade-off. Here's his first wide receiver. It's not a wide receiver. It's a good tight end, but it's like his wide receiver room is going to be a little weak here now. That's the trade-off. That's what you have to reconcile in your mind. Did you see Mike McDaniel's press conference today? Yes, I did, Frosty. We were just talking about that. It was a Hampton tweet. Well, I mean, I don't think he's the type to be blowing smoke like that, a smoke screen. I don't. I think he's dead serious. It's Hampton first. I think it's going to be Kamani. Then it's going to be Keaton Mitchell on some type of scat back roll, and
even with that, okay, that's logical because he can still get 60, 70% of the carries and touches, and then the other 30% is split between Mitchell and freaking Vidal. So don't overthink shit that they say or do. Let overthink what they say because then those players are going to drop. I get better value for Hampton. But just because he said all three are going to play, all three will play, but you have to think what the percentages will look like.
If you're gonna keep in mind Hampton can catch as well, and there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And I think what you should take from it is that if you have the realistic expectation that each game is going to kind of be like its own story, its own play. Like if let's think about this for a second. If the Chargers are beating the brakes off of a team in the third quarter, and Marion Hampton's already got his bread.
Yeah,
this is where you can start to see the other two dudes, and then vice versa. Let's say the Chargers. Let's say it's tight in the third quarter. It's tight, and the Chargers are on the road against that Buccaneers team. Not familiar with them in Tampa. Strong run defense historically. Marion Hampton may not be having a good game, but here comes Keaton. Keaton for 30 yards on the pass from Herbert, down to the 5. Down to the 5. Congratulations, Keaton. There's your fantasy. There's your performance for the day. He did what he was supposed to do for the Chargers.
Farsi wants to know what running backs you would take or not take around his ADP. Who, Hampton's ADP?
Which running backs would you take, not take?
I'm a James Cook guy, so I'm taking James Cook. I've taken Genty around there. I have not. I'm not on the CMC wagon.
I was a little upset. Saquon went off the board at 2.3 after Chase Brown. I thought Saquon would come to me. That's where I would have done the double tap. See, that's the other thing, right? Don't just do two running backs for the sake of it. It has to be.
I did two running backs because because it's a 0.1 per carry league, so you're getting extra points per carry. That's why like in the league that we're in, that's why a lot of these running backs were going higher than normal because of that.
FYI, I'm not sure if you picked up on it or not. You know this is an exact carbon copy of the Invitational.
Mm-hmm.
Exact carbon copy, but which is fantastic. I love it. It's very easy to copy when you create a league.
Yeah.
B, you get it's like a point. It's 0.1. You said it yourself. You just said 0.1. What does that translate to? 20 carries, 2 points. So you need 20 attempts.
Extra points.
For 2 points. If you win by 2 points, if you win by 1 point, it worked out.
It's still extra points.
Kenny Walker. Yeah, maybe Kenny Skywalker. It's all you Frosty. You're talking the same range. I mean, these are all.
Good luck, Jamie.
This is all the same range. I gotta go draft a Superflex ADP combo league for a massive tournament. Good luck, Goat. Good luck.
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. Good luck. I'm trying to come up with a way for Frosty to break the tie because these guys are all. This is the same tier of running back, the same round of running back, practically. I wouldn't do Henry just because. What if this is the season that age catches up?
It could. We don't know.
Barkley, I won't leave this draft season without some Barkley. Barkley is a man on a mission. So I know Barkley's going with Hampton. I know Devon A-Chain. I wouldn't do Devon A-Chain. I know he's Devon A-Chain or Devon ETN, whatever the hell you want to call him today. I wouldn't do that with that mess of an offense. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
No, I was just laughing at Jamie's comment.
I'm gonna get so high, draft on my instincts instead of caring.
Sometimes it's almost fun to be like that, man. I kind of like that in this league, in the charity leagues that I'll draft in.
Did you get high?
No, I don't know. I wish I could, but I can't.
I know.
I can't. But just go on instincts instead of caring, because sometimes you can overthink shit. Just go on instincts and enjoy.
Because he's a nut like the two of them. He's a nut. You can't. I mean, it's hard. All of a sudden, it's like shit. Like, you know what? Now I'm going to start to care because what if this team's the one, along with the others, right? All of a sudden, you love the way the draft is falling in the first 2 rounds, and you start. There's no way. Each league brings on its own element. I can't remember the last time I had a draft where I was like upset with it in like the first 2-3 rounds, and it was like a lost cause. Because you're always hunting for like that dark horse sleeper. You're always hunting for like week 1 waivers. I mean, like that's why you're always in it. You're always in it, no matter what, unless you have a real shit luck, a lot of shit injuries, which are part of the game. So let's speak. All right. I got a good story. I got a good one. I thought about how I want to present it. I'm going to tell 2 different types of sound bites. Right? I'm going to give you the second one first. And then how it ties into the first. And it's all you have to do is just fill in the blank. I don't look at the chat. Fill in the blank. Are you ready?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think you're ready. Yes. Maybe we just wait for War Chief. I think War Chief would be better with this too. War Chief would appreciate it. Let's wait for War Chief. The War Chieftain.
All right.
We'll just wait. Okay, so what else do we got going on here? Goats. The Mike McDaniels. Yeah, that was a good one today. Jets. I can tell you a little bit of Jets. I can tell you a little bit of Niners. Not Kyle Shanahan not driving his stupid Tesla. So not that. The Niners have in fact changed the way they're practicing, their schedule. According to Kyle, they'll do 2 hard, 2 on. Now the third day they come in for what he described as non-football. So like there's no football at all. It's a recovery. Then the 4th day is a day off. All right, the Jets also are doing kind of like 2 a day. Not 2 a days, but 2 on and then a day off. The difference between Jets and Niners is that the Niners actually they're still going in on that 3rd day. All right, and what else we got? The Jets. Yeah, I mean, like, this Frank Reich is going to lean into Brees Hall. Yes, it's a fact. He's also going to lean into, like, he loves his tight end room, and Gary Wilson's also the focal point. Oh, this is fantastic, great news, great info. How many picks is Geno Smith going to throw this year? That's what this whole thing is predicated on.
Waddle's neck issue, is it
What
real?
what neck issue?
I haven't heard of any neck issue.
All of a sudden he's got a neck issue. He was limping.
And Jamie, I'll message you later on.
Have you heard any of the songs I made? Maybe I could create one for the Goats. Yeah, I got the forward email without the attachments. I'm gonna need those attachments. Yeah, no. I'm sure they're there in the email. I should just be able to do it. Waddle's neck. No, as a matter of fact, it's not.
I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't seen anything from 32 beat writers or anything about Waddle's neck. Have you?
No, I'm trying to think of any
And-
players with neck though.
And my boy Don Wayne, who's a huge Broncos fan, would have texted me because he's texts me. He texts me all the time whenever he hears news about the Broncos. Speaking of Broncos, Pat Bryant, he's a riser right now. He's making waves.
Could take the Cortland Sutton
Yep.
spot. Could potentially. That would be that
Yeah, he's definitely solidified himself as wide receiver 3 on that team.
that would be
High end wide
par.
receiver or low end.
That would be par for the course.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Cortland Sutton. There it is, clutch baby.
Pat Bryant, bro.
Clutch baby. Pat Bryant. Patty Ice. X.
All right, so rank these 3. Let's get this for Frosty. Kraft, Pitts, or Laporta. I'm gonna go Pitts. I think I'll go Pitts, Kraft, and then Laporta. Just because Laporta has more. He has JMO, and then St. Brown, and then Gibbs. Pitts just has London. Yeah, so I go Pitts, Kraft, and Laporta.
Peace out. It's Laporta, Kraft, Pitts. Let's go over here. Have you met Jadarian, the Barbarian? Jadarian Price. Trying to find some news.
He just went second. He just went 102 in a rookie draft I'm in right now. 102.
I mean, like, would it shock anybody here at all if, like, Jadarian Price has a better season than Jeremiah Love? No, it's not going to surprise me.
We've said that too. We have said that could very much could happen.
It's not going to surprise me.
No.
Wrapping up 49ers camp with Omar Ruiz. That's a video. Arizona Cardinals quarterback coach Matt Schaub. Donnie Druin on the beat for Arizona. Donnie Druin. The only reason why Donnie Druin is in my notifications, and the only reason why Taylor Kyles, mark my words, the Patriots in 11 personnel with Eli Reradon will be a nightmare to defend by November, December. Mark my words, is what he just said.
But Hunter Henry just signed an extension today.
Okay, now let's.
So
Taylor Kyles. You know who Taylor Kyles is?
nope.
Okay. You know what? Might as well put it up. Gonna put it up for the Rhino. Not really for the Rhino, for the Goats. Gonna put it up for the Goats. Stop screen. Share screen. this is what we're talking about as far as noise goes. Noise. And the context that was just put to this noise was the fact that Hunter Henry signed the contract extension, and also the fact that in 11 personnel, according to this guy, Taylor Kyles, beat reporter for the Patriots. Now, if he's a beat reporter, why is he giving us a take, his opinion on in 11 personnel now in August, by the way, August 10th, Taylor Kyles, who's a beat reporter for the Patriots. Now, the one beat reporter for the Patriots that I know of is like Mike Reese. But let's leave that aside. He's on the beat as well, and he's giving us his opinion. In 11 personnel, Eli Ramadan will be a nightmare to defend in November, December. All right, so let's mark his words. But as of now, right now, it's noise. Reposted by, there they are. Let's just be careful with 32 beat reporters, because it ain't 32. It's like 102. It's 102 that these guys are tweeting. Mike Reese has been on the beat for the Patriots for a long time. And of course, I'm missing Mike Mayaka, or is that the guy in San Fran? There's a good 2-3 solid Patriot beat reporters, like Boston Globe type shit. Where's his outlet? What's this guy's outlet? Yeah, it doesn't matter. What the hell is going on here? What's this?
Is Tootin going at good cost? I can't answer that because I'm not a Tootin dude. I'm not in on him at all. The only running back I'm in on for Jacksonville is LaQuinn Allen. Only one. So I guess he's going at good cost. I can't answer that honestly because I don't draft him.
I don't really like Bashal Tootin either. But if you're a believer of Bashal Tootin,
he is going at good cost. I mean, he really is. He's going at a good ADP. And if he is everything that he supposedly is, but I don't trust that. I don't trust the only one the only one I know that I trust is LaQuinn Allen because they've been adamant about what he's going to do all off season. And they really not hearing too much about, okay, is Tootin going to be how much what's the percentage that he's going to be with Rodriguez? Is Rodriguez going to be Jamal Williams this year and snipe his touchdowns?
they like both of them. Both of them are going to play.
Yeah.
Obviously, Bashal Tootin is the one that's going first. Bashal Tootin is the one that's got also pass catching ability, just like LaQuinta Allen. LaQuinta Allen has no fantasy value right now. I can tell you that much. I know you like him, but you get him off of your waiver wire.
Well, I'm not drafting him. I'll draft him in best ball. I'll draft him in dynasty, but not redraft.
Yeah, best ball. Anyone's draftable.
Yeah, Jonathan Brooks is worth grabbing.
Cohen drafted Tootin. He also coached Rodriguez. That's exactly why the two of them are there. And he let Etienne walk for sure. And now he's got his two guys.
He let Etienne walk because they didn't want to pay. Yeah, and Jonathan Brooks is worth grabbing in my opinion.
Yeah, he's climbing as well.
Yeah.
All reports good, Frosty. So if you really want to take a shot, as long as Bashal Tootin, if you're drafting Bashal Tootin as your second running back, that's low end style. That's low end. But if you're drafting him as your flex, your RB3, that's okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's nice. If you're drafting Jonathan Brooks right now, just to chill on the bench, for a little bit. Let's see how this shakes out. That's good stuff. Jonathan Brooks, I wanted as the RB3. He was taken ahead of Kamanungai, who I don't have a problem taking Kamanungai, but I see Jonathan Brooks having a higher ceiling if everything works out.
Yeah.
You know what has to work out for Kamanungai? Kamanungai, he's going to need DeAndre
Swift.
He's going to need DeAndre to be hurt.
Yeah.
I'll trust any RB1 Liam Cohen offense. Would you? Why? Just out of curiosity, Frosty. Why? What's giving you? What's giving you what examples do we have other than a solid half a year of Bucky Irving? Liam Cohen is another mad scientist, but more in the passing game. Look at what he did with Trevor Lawrence. Look at what he's doing with his wide receivers and the schemes that they're doing. Liam Cohen and that offensive coordinator spend probably hours trying to jerk around DBs. That's what they're doing. They're putting defensive backs off their mark. A la Parker Washington is a big deal now. Yeah, Bucky, but that's it. Really, where was Liam before
I'll take
Tampa?
Swift over Tootin all day, every day, bro.
Where was Liam Cohen before Tampa? Is my question.
He is with Kentucky, and then before that, he's with the Rams.
No, so he's with the Rams,
Mm-hmm.
but was he with the Rams with Kyron?
Yeah.
Was he an offensive coordinator? No. Well, maybe he was.
I think he was.
$2023? No. 2020. Yeah, 2023 maybe. 2023. Kyron Williams is the other example. Hey, look, Frosty, baby. My first. First order of business is to make sure that you're drafting the best players and you have all the best information with as much context as possible. That's why we're trying to make sure that Liam Cohen is going to be good for the running backs. But we have a little bit of a base show too, a little bit of base show. I'll take Swift over Tootin in the same round.
Mm-hmm.
I would take Swift over Tootin in the same round too. Clutch, baby.
Really?
DeAndre Swift with the Renaissance. Freaking Renaissance. What else do we got here, man? Anything? What do we want to do tomorrow? We should do something nice tomorrow. We'll figure out something nice tomorrow. Will Clint Kubiak exit? Have Sam Darnold seeing ghosts again? It's not out of the question. Although anybody who's really plugged in to the NFL will tell you that McDonald is just as good for Sam Darnold and the Seahawks and that side of the ball as he is the defensive side of the ball. And the dude that they brought over from San Fran is got the same type of ties. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If Sam Darnold, let's say Sam Darnold had a career low in interceptions this previous season, it's only natural that he has a little bit more as opposed to having even another career low, breaking the 2025 low in 2026. That would be even crazier. It goes the other way. The picks will probably go up It's not really his fault either. It's not. There's enough on tape. There's enough that if the players are playing him now for the fourth, fifth time in a Seattle Seahawks uniform, they know his tendencies. That's the big one. That's the kill shot, the money shot. Commissioner Lino is correct.
Not always, but thank you for that.
I don't know. That's the heart he needs right there. That's it. Brian Fleury? Is that the guy from San Fran? Is that Brian Flores? Brian Fleury? All right, goats. Time to got some dinner. Odysseus, man. Good seeing you. Your volleyball T-shirt. How's your family? How's your daughters in volleyball? I know that's big in your family. We don't play volleyball here. There's no volleyball in New York. We play volleyball. Play volleyball on TV, EA Sports. All right, goats. We'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy.
Be a difference, make difference. Stay blessed, everybody.
Yes, Odysseus.